I am Jen, and I am with Central Ohio Service Dogs, and we are going to be talking about the back today. This is more used in rally than anything else, but we're going over some different competition things. The thing that I use it for when teaching a lot of competition stuff is putting your dog in heel position. Now you can use a finish for this, but let's say that your dog is several steps out in front of you this way, and you have an around finish that you use, but you want your dog to get back in heel position. You could teach your dog the flip finish, which we'll go over in another video, but you can also use the back, so Obi back, yes. So in competition, I don't like to adjust myself to the dog because then the dog doesn't learn to work. So for instance, wait. He doesn't like to be out of position, so I have to actually put him out of position and tell him to wait. So if he were to sit too far forward, wait, or too far backwards, then a lot of people then step into the position with the dog and adjust themselves, but that doesn't have the dog do the work to get into the position that you want. So wait, if he were too far back, I would tell him here, yes, and mark that. But if he's too far forward, wait, we can use the back, yes, good. Back is also used, like I said before, it's used a lot in rally, so it's not used too much in the obedience portion of AKC, but you can use it in different things. A lot of dogs forge, and so when you're heeling and you do the halt and the dog's sitting out front, if you're practicing, then you can use the back command to get the dog back in heel position before starting again. Now, if the dog's forging a lot, go back to practicing with heel, and we can go over that in a separate video. But today we'll go over some of the different exercises and tools that you can use to get your dog to back. The first thing that I teach the dog is to back when they're in a front position, and this is not a formal front position, but we're going to start him in front of us. We're going to have the cookie in front of his nose, and we are going to have him in a stand, and we are going to be pushing him backwards. Ready? Good. Sometimes you might have to get your dog to manually stand. Back, yes. Now, see how he's going off to the side? You can get points off when you're having your dog backed up and he's going crooked. So we want to fix that right away. So if we see the dog backing up to the left all the time, we want to use one of these posts again. And you can create a chute. So sometimes your dog will go left, sometimes your dog will go right, and you don't know which way he's going to go. So we're going to use one of these posts to back him up and work on getting that straight and work on his muscle memory. So come here, Bubby. Now normally we don't want them to jump over the jumps, but he doesn't prefer to do jumps, so I'm just not going to correct it. I'm just going to ignore that behavior. Good stand. Back. So see, this time he went to the right. So what we would do is we would get another post. Good. Now, there you go. Good job. So we are going to back him up through the post to keep him as straight as possible. Back, yes. So I know some of the rally rules have changed since I've been competing, so I don't know if dogs in certain exercises now have to back up from a front position. Maybe somebody can leave comments that is currently training or competing in AKC rally. But when I was competing about 5 years ago, there was no back up from the front position. So this is just the beginning of how I teach them the back. It gets them to understand back, yes. What I want to do, and causes less stress when we move to the next step. Yes, back. Whoop. So see how the posts have caused him to not be able to go to the left or to the right when backing up. If I was working with a competition dog, we might stay in these two posts for a week or two and just work day after day after day, maybe 3 to 5 different sessions. Keep the sessions short of maybe 5 minutes long, no longer than that, and just working on this. Then I might go from there to having 2 2x4s on the floor or 2 long yardsticks, and then I might go from there to putting 2 pieces of tape on the floor and then nothing. So with a lot of dogs, if you just take these posts and you completely remove them, then they're just going to go back to going left or right, and then you get frustrated and then the dog is not learning. So take it slow and practice, practice, practice. Stand. Back, back, back. Yes. So you want to make sure that you're always starting your dog out in the stand position and then backing them up with the treat. Now I'm not shoving the treat into his face, but I am using it to push him backwards. Back. Yes. Good. So from here, I would graduate to having nothing on the floor, and then I would graduate to me being able to stand up. So we would come here and stand. Good. Back, 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 back. Yes. Good. Back, back. Yes. Good. So you want to mark it while they're doing the behavior, and that time he didn't go to the left, so I marked it because he stood up on his own and he backed up on his own. Ready? Back. Yes. Good. And, don't shoot for 10, 15 steps the first time you're teaching this to your dog. Even just shoot for 2 or 3 of their steps to go backwards. Right here. Back. Yes. So you see also as we're working on this that he's anticipating that he's going to need to be in the standing position and he's no longer S-I-T-ing. I spell it because if I say it, I don't do it. Here, back, 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 back. Yes. Good. So from here, then I would wean back down onto the tape on the floor and then nothing. And then I will go to using him in the, not using him, but using the treats to have him back up in heel position through the shoe. So we'll go back down to leaning over, using the food, having the stanchions here on the floor, and backing him up backwards through them. Back, back, back. Yes. Good. Back, 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 back. Yes. And this is not a must for all dogs. Some people just teach their dogs back from the heel position. Good job, good job. Right here, close. Good. Right here, back, 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 yes. And right there is maybe enough for you guys to do your competition work. You have to look at your dog and what you want out of them for competition. I tend to be a perfectionist, so I try and have my dog, as long as he's having fun, I try and have him do everything perfect. And so sometimes that means that we will be using these for weeks and weeks on end. Sometimes we're repeating an exercise 3 to 5 times a day. Whatever it takes to get that high score for us is what we're going to do. And if that means that we're working like crazy and taking each little tiny step just over and over and over again, then that's what we're going to do. But if he starts not having fun, then we either go and we train with something else, or we use a toy or something more motivating. But as long as my dog is having fun, we will work like crazy to get everything to almost the perfect level. So you're going to have to work with your dog and see what your dog enjoys and see what you enjoy. And for different types of competition, rally versus obedience, AKC versus UKC, there's different rules, different regulations, and different ways that everything is done. So you're just going to have to figure that out for you and your dog. And we'd love to do more videos like this for you. So if you would please leave comments in the comment section below and like our video and let us know if you would like to see more videos like this or specific types of competition work videos, then we would like to get those done for you. So again, please leave comments below and like our video, and we'd like to post more of these videos for you. So thanks for watching, and hope to see you next time.